Woo!
Welcome to Popcorned Planet. I am Andy Signore. Technical problems are not keeping us down. We are still live. We are still with you. We had some trouble, so sorry for the false starts. If you're watching live or wondering what was going on, we are here now, and we're here to talk about the main story, which is Kanye West chaos with Kim Kardashian. It's getting so crazy that Kim has begged him to stop, and now Kris Jenner is calling the FBI. We're going to break all this down, and I'm so happy because I got Steph, the Alter Nerd, and Louis Lecca of Nerd Report here to break it down with me. How are you guys doing? Well, I got the internet. I hope it works. I hope we're here. We're going to try this again, so apologies if you watched. I'm going to go through this a little quicker. For those of you that missed what happened here previously in this story, previously on Kanye's chaos, Kanye West just went off in a rant over the Super Bowl, and you can go through it more specifically in a video. I already did this again, so go watch that first video. I'll try and remember to put it up at the top right. But he went off and just sort of was very high in himself for trending worldwide over the Super Bowl. And I didn't wake up to fight for my family to trend over the Super Bowl, but it happened. Super Bowl brings us families together, but for everyone married, hold your spouses close. Make sure they know how much you love and appreciate them, because there's a skeet lurking in every dirty-ass alley waiting to help destroy your family and walk around in Calvin Kleins around your children. I wish my wife was with me and our children sitting at the 50-yard line. Kim Kardashian, always remember, West was your biggest W. It's just like such an egomaniac that he's had, but I never really read all this with the real eyes of this man's a stalker. Like he's emotionally abuscig this woman. And if you take the celebrity out of this, the Kardashians, which I usually don't take the Kardashians very seriously, I'm sorry, I just don't. But if you take away the names and the celebrities, if this was happening to your friend or a random woman you know, you would tell this woman to file a restraining order against this guy and you'd label him a stalker. And so Kanye West is very keen on blaming his mental health for things, but this isn't okay. Mental health doesn't give you an excuse to be a jerk, to quote Pete Davidson, which he did very well. But guys, it's just really troubling. I don't want to go through it all again, but where things took a turn for me, I think, and for most, and particularly for Kim, was when he went off on these tirades, seemingly screaming in all caps, "No, you will never meet my children." He then even shared a text of Pete, which Pete kind of wrote "Listen, man, I don't want to get in the way of your children. That's your business. I hope I can meet him today. We can all be friends." He tried to be sort of fair from what we can gather here, but Kanye just sort of vilifying this man. And Kanye really just put it out there, telling his fans that if you see him out there to, I'm trying to find the exact one, to scream at him, yelling Kanye or Kimye forever, and tell him here to scream at the top of your, at the lungs in real life that he's a loser, and say Kimye forever. That's what a real man does, is fight for their family. So he's sort of rallied his fan base to go yell at them and harass them and do all this awful stuff. And so it got to this point where Kim has now had to beg him on Instagram, beg him privately to leave her alone. "I will never take you back." Turns up the heat. She fears he'll turn up at her house. So she apparently got really upset that she did finally sort of engage, and Kanye went and shared it all. So here's what happened. So Kanye posted this image. I don't know. Do you know what movie this is from, Louis? Or guys in the chat? Which Ving Rhames movie is this?
He's in the Hood. Maybe it's like
is that Tyrese?
House Party or something?
I don't know. Yeah, I can't tell which movie. Anyway, someone help. I'm as the movie lover, I should know. But anyway, clearly an aggressive hold there. "Upon my wife's request, please, nobody do anything physical to Skeet. I'm going to handle the situation myself." And then the next thing here was he shared in that two photo slideshow. "You are creating a dangerous and scary environment, and someone will hurt. Pete, and this will all be your fault." And I got to say again, she's right. This is something I got to agree completely with Kim on. This is not a good thing to be putting out into the world. And it's clear implication that he's admitting, "Upon my wife's request, because she asked me to, please don't make this physical," as if it was okay before his wife requested it. You know what I mean, guys? It's really troubling to see how he puts all this out. But now it's okay, well, since you asked me to, I'll tell my fans not to beat him up. Which it's he wants a round of applause for, as he tells her, "Well, thank you. There are dangerous people out there, and this is scary, and it doesn't have to be. I will always do everything to protect you and our family forever, and I listened to you, and I told everyone to make sure nothing physical happens to Skeet. But you can still harass them all you want and still bother everybody, but just don't make it physical. Cool, guys? See, baby? I still love you, baby." And then she goes, why can't you keep any of our conversations private? Because I got a text from my favorite person in the world. I'm your number one fan. Why wouldn't I tell everyone? Guys, this is also to add, because we talked about this before, but it's let it be known. We were talking about this with Steph earlier. I'm now trying to recap it quicker since we had to redo this due to my technical problems. This also adds the fact that he ordered a truck to show up to Kim Kardashian's house with a truck bed full of rose petal, like flowers. They're not together anymore, guys. This is stalkerish behavior in my eyes. This is weird. They got kids. They're not. Kim's clearly unhappy. Like, why are you making this big events for Kim and everything else when you have kids there paying attention to it all? They're old enough to know what's going on. Like, dude, she's not into you anymore. And I get that can make you sad. I get that can make you crazy. But man, doing this publicly is making you look insane. Like, it's stalkerish, like restraining order. Like, you got issues that need to be held with the police. Like, this is not a good look, bro. This is a really, really dangerous and scary look. And so when you see all this compiled together, I'm getting real worried for her. I really am. Like, I don't know what he's trying to do. Now, we've talked about this. The chat's talked about this. Oh, it's all about Kardashians trying to create drama. Kanye is clearly trying to match it. And Lewis, you had that sort of concern before. But I go back to you now that we've sort of seen it all now played out. This doesn't seem like a one-up, PR move. This really does seem like someone who's trying to control this woman and keep the narrative of, no, I'm your biggest W. Don't ever forget where you came from or who's in control or who's the biggest you had. It's me. This seems scary. Steph, I'll go to you first for your thoughts. What are your reactions to all this?
He is displaying stalker behavior. It's as simple as that. Take away the names of Kanye and Kim Kardashian. If this was happening to your friend, you would be like, run for the freaking hills, go to a shelter, or better yet, go to the damn police. This is scary. As I mentioned before, this is not, in my opinion, some fabricated, fake Kardashian drama. No chance, no hell. This is something that goes beyond this, because the way that Kanye West is saying these things is not only putting Pete Davidson in danger, but putting Kim Kardashian in danger, and by proxy, the children. No matter what, out of everything, right, the children are the ones that are going to be the biggest casualties out of all of this. They're going to be the ones that are going to be hurt the most. Because no matter how many times Kanye posts and deletes, as soon as you put something on the internet, stays there forever. And all they have to do, and I mean, North is of age. She could do this. She could just Google name and all these news stories about Kanye West is going to come up. And that's her father. This is stalker behavior. He needs to stop. He needs to stop being so public about it. And I'm sure, because, she's got some brains between her ears. Kim Kardashian, if she ain't gone to the police, she should. She should. And at least I would safely presume has beefed up her security as well as Pete Davidson's at this point, because this is dangerous. I mean, there was one post that Andy was showing about, the story about Kanye West giving these roses on Valentine's Day, a big massive truckload. Now, okay, if you're trying to keep up appearances and show your children that you and their mother have a healthy, cool, friendly relationship, okay, but a truckload of roses that would probably have cost like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, right? Not pocket money here. That's going a little bit too overboard as far as I'm concerned. He needs to let go. He needs to understand he's such a high-level egomaniac narcissist. Very, very toxic, in my opinion. He loved it, having the control over Kim Kardashian, in my opinion, telling her what to wear, what to do, how to be, fashion, business, this, that, and the other. He's now lost that control. In my opinion, he don't want her back because of family. He wants her back because he hates that he's lost that control. But Yeah, anyone in that position where you have someone in your life that's displaying these kinds of actions, this kind of behavior that Kanye West is doing, or even worse. A lot of people have this tendency when they're in that position to rationalize it, square the circle, right? Oh, no, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. No. It's everything. You let them continue, it can get to a point where it really gets dangerous. So if you are in that position, get help. Go to a shelter, or better yet, call the freaking cops, call the police, get it freaking reported, because this is no joke. Everyone's like, oh, it's Kanye West. Go yay, go yay, go yay. No. That is not the reaction we should be having at this point. Not at all. That's a dangerous reaction. But yeah. Andy, I can't hear you, mate.
I'm going to get to you next, Lewis, but I was just going to say that but also she's now trying to get the FBI involved. Is this a plan, or is this serious? Although, how did this get leaked? It would be my question, making me wonder, are they trying to use this as a plan? Maybe that is true. But Lewis, now that you've seen all this more, what are your thoughts?
I think it's fake. Because the FBI works in very mysterious ways. Everything's out. There's lists. If it was normal people, like usual, everything stands. This is an awful example of celebrities showing that this kind of behavior is normal, with Kanye being so aggressive and so stalkerish, like Steph said. I do agree, but those rules are for regular people. Thousands of dollars on flowers is just a penny off a dollar for these people, and they make their money off being weird. What is?
But
Kim
hold on,
Kardashian?
wait. This part's fake. You're talking about these are all. You think this is all part of the plan of let's have you fight Pete. Let's get it aggressive.
Man. Could you okay? So Kanye being weird, Kanye being crazy, is that something new? No.
Right, but he has mental disorders. He's admitted this.
Correct. So why is he in IG? Why isn't IG banning him? Why isn't Kim Kardashian calling the cops? You know,
She is. You're saying it's fake.
Well, I don't know. Is this confirmed?
So,
you said.
I'm just saying. You said, why doesn't she call the cops? Well, it looks like she's calling the FBI. So is it fake or not? I'm just confused where you stand, because it's like I don't know. Maybe they could be. They've done weirder things.
My stance is the same story as the boy who cried wolf. Unfortunately, I'm not saying this is good behavior. It's an awful role modeling for people who follow these people. These are all targeted at young people. This is not the behavior you should have. Stalking or being so toxic in a relationship, that's not cool. But that's what these people made a career out of. Kim Kardashian has no talent other than being some lawyer's dad or daughter. Sorry. Kanye West does have talent, but it's kind of transferred into like talent and craziness. So this just goes as part of like what I've seen from them as part of the pattern. Of course, the boy who cried wolf, awful example. Steph's recommendations. You have a friend like this, call the cops, get them away, help them and stuff. Unfortunately, someone like Kim Kardashian has an army of security around her that could actually take on the Russians who are trying to invade the European the Ukraine. So if you look at Kim Kardashian's security, she's more secure than any of us. Okay, so I'm not saying this is cool, but I just
Pete's security is not, though. Notice in her texts, which I believe are real, they could hurt Pete. They totally could hurt. I agree with you on Kardashian security. Where I disagree, look, I wouldn't put it past any of these Kardashians. That's why I don't always listen, but I appreciate the perspective.
Sex tapes is what made her popular, dude.
Yeah, but excuse me. What I do believe is real. Yeah. She does not want to be with Kanye West anymore. I do believe that's real. I do believe she's trying to divorce this, be the better person. She has not made this a public issue, only when she's really pushed to the edge, where he called her a bad parent for putting her TikTok, which got her a lot of flack, justifiably so, I think. And even now, she's not posting these things. He is. So it's weird, because I don't believe Kanye works to the Kardashian narrative anymore. I don't believe Kanye is listening to Kris Jenner. I don't believe Kanye cares about the new Hulu show or the way that they're doing things. I think Kanye just wants his family back and misses his kids. if Kim or anybody else was leaking this stuff or was coming out through other methods, I'd be more on board to agree. And some of the people in the chat are saying, oh, it's fake. But the fact that Kanye is controlling it, to me, also goes against his MO of wanting to control everything and her and other people. And so I don't know, man. I think this is him showing the real Kanye, and the fact that the real Kanye is actually more scary than I think people want to admit is really where it's at. Because it's like, look, there's been tons of this. There have been, if you go back and look at the history, here's another Kardashian, Kim breaking down the car, crying with tense visit with Kanye. Dude, Kanye is a tough guy to live with. I will say this. I worked at a management that worked for him. He was there for a week. It was the managers almost all lost their minds trying to, what's the word? Just, appease to him. He's such a perfectionist to a degree that it's not even just annoying, like it's insane. Like you can't please Kanye. Kanye wants everything like that 10 different ways, and he expects you to do it yesterday. And sort of his expectations are completely unrealistic and impossible. And he gets away with a lot of it because he's been a musical genius for so long, and he has a lot of music that a lot of people respect. And so therefore that lifts him up higher because you're like, you know what? You've done a lot of work, so okay, it's a little difficult to work with, but we'll deal with it. But the reality of everything I've heard from experiences of people who've worked with Kanye, it is impossible to work with Kanye unless you agree with Kanye and sort of fall in line with what Kanye wants. So I don't know, man. I don't think he's following the Kardashian plan, so that's hard for me to believe. And I do want to say, and I'm going to go back to you, Lewis and Steph, for your last thoughts. There is an update. I want to make sure we didn't update you guys on where we stand now. Now he has deleted everything. As we've been live, he's deleted everything, and he posted an apology of sorts. I've learned that using all caps makes people feel like I'm screaming at them. Thank God he's finally noticed that. I'm working on my communication. I can benefit from a team of creative professionals, organizers, mobilizers, and community leaders. Yeah, you sure could, because you've had trouble working with those in the past. Thank everybody for supporting me. I know sharing screenshots was jarring and came off as harassing Kim. Yep. I take accountability. I'm still learning in real time. I don't have all the answers. To be a good leader is to be a good listener. Yeah. You know what? All right. Good step in the right direction. Sort of.
You might want to refresh his Instagram.
Reaffirming there. Oh, so he's done another one already?
He's released 2 more.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh. Well, all right. He's not saying anything mean about Kim here.
No.
Send me my cousin Dre. Okay. Souls are exhausted. This is the way. Lead the way with beauty. Okay. Got another problem there. Stop telling fathers they should have fought harder to see their children and start asking mothers why he had to fight at all. That was quick.
Yeah. So it's all cool for like 2 posts, and then afterwards it's like, nah.
Kanye, I tried to end this video peacefully, but you just can't help yourself, can you?
Try to refresh. Maybe there's more.
My goodness. He can't help himself. He's never gonna change. This is the type of guy I don't think he can change.
No.
He is who he is. He'll have his supporters, and hey, I'm not telling you who to follow. I don't care. To follow who you want, but I think this is serious. I think it's getting serious. We'll go around the bend for final thoughts. Steph, go ahead. Final thoughts.
This is way too serious. He's way too controlling. My opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. He is a very, very toxic narcissist that feeds off of being able to control Kim Kardashian. He feels like he owns her, in my opinion, because he molded her. He feels like he made her who she is today within the fashion world and business world. And he wants her back for the ownership of her rather than for the love of the family. She does right to run away. I don't think this is some manufactured crazy Kardashian fake drama stunt. No. This is next level kind of stuff. And again, I repeat it, it's so important not to lose sight of the fact that if you are in this situation, you have someone in your life that's doing something similar like this, like Kanye, or you know someone who's been affected by such an evil person, go to police or get your friend to go to police and get help. There is no sense in rationalizing any actions that any stalkers make. Not that I'm calling Kanye a stalker, just my opinion. But yeah. If you're in that position, freaking go to the police. Do not hesitate, because it just amps up and amps up and amps up. It never gets better. And looking at this Kanye West situation, not getting better, is it really, guys? So, yeah, that's my final thoughts.
Opposing viewpoint. Lewis, your thoughts?
I'm not going to say I hope it's real, because that would not be cool. But history has shown this kind of behavior. And I'm sorry, that's just the fact. But Steph is very on point when she says if you see anyone in the normal stratosphere, not these people, call for help, because if you don't have the security team, you don't have the backing from friends and family and stuff like that, it could get really difficult. I've seen dudes and girls get obsessed with exes, and it's actually worse than this I've seen in real life. So just be careful and reach out to anyone that you think is having trouble in a relationship. That's all I could say. And there's a reason we changed the word or name to yay something when they're crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean?
There is a poll that we had out there. Is this Kim Kanye drama real or fake? 75% are saying real and scary. 25% of you say fake, more Hulu plot. So there you go. Still some of you that agree with Lewis is that this isn't real. What do you guys think? If you're watching on the replay, tell us down in the comments below. Smash that like button. If you missed us live, what are you waiting for? You can always hit subscribe, but better yet, hit join, because then you can catch all the replays of the full streams with all our technical problems and everything else in the members only playlist on our main channel page. Just scroll down, you'll see it. They always pop up there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching live, don't go anywhere. We are not done. We got so much more to talk about. Andrew, Royal Andrew, he got his settlement? What? Plus Wendy Williams and more. Stay tuned. We're coming right back.